Shall we begin? Let's begin now.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Minecraft. A real episode this time, as it were. This is not just some random update video like what I've been doing. This is an honest-to-God video of Minecraft. And today, we are working on trees. I screwed that up. Trees, weirdly enough. So, I obviously am still having some issues with my new recording schemata, because I did attempt to record this video previously, and again, we're missing a video. Luckily, it wasn't too big of a deal. It did a lot of setting up for this video, however. Yeah, whatever. And what we're doing here is magic. We are creating an indoor wall, and you could probably hear just a little bit the sounds of a portal, and that is because we're right next to the portal. Look at this! And we're making trees. This is what I've decided to make for my wall downstairs. So we're creating a whole bunch of trees. And, you know, it's not supposed to look overly realistic. I will be completely honest, and it doesn't. But it's supposed to add kind of a feel, a different feel to this area. This area is going to be all natural. We're going to leave this little pond in the middle here so that we can keep on getting our handy-dandy squid spawns, and we could do fishing in here, and it just looks nice. And this is actually, for the most part, the same shape that it always has been. I have replaced a lot of the gravel along the sides with sand. I left some for flavor, but most of the gravel has been turned into sand, so it looks a little more beachy. I kind of wanted the beachy feel more. But yeah, this is where we're going. I decided that it'd be kind of cool to have this theme of keeping it natural, so I liked the idea of trees. And you'll notice I put in two different tones of trees. We got the darker tree mixed in with the lighter tree. I'm always putting the darker tree, which is the spruce, in the back. And what that's supposed to do is it's supposed to help create a sense of depth, like there's a forest, like it's a really thick forest. That's what I'm aiming for. It's, you know, it's not perfect. If I really wanted to do it right, I'd probably go 3 or 4 deep instead of the 2 or 3. But I really like what I've done with it all the same. Like, I like how it's uneven and it kind of fits. And then behind here we have some walking space to work on anything as we might need to. We could even, like, there's room in some areas for, like, putting machines back here if we need to. Not much room, but there is room. Hopefully it's enough. Hopefully later down the road I'm not like, God damn it, I'm going to have to move this whole wall. For the trees in particular, I think that's going to be a problem. So that's this area. And you can see over here that I've been working on this next area even. This is going to be my nether area. And you can see we got nether bricks all over here. Most of this I went into the nether and started harvesting from the fortress that's near our nether section, and then obviously I'm filling in the floor with netherrack. I should what I'm gonna have to do eventually is, in addition to the netherrack, we're going to need soul sand. So I want to have like little patches of soul sand. There are, I believe, mushrooms that grow in the nether with soul sand, so I'm going to have to do that. And I also want a lava river somewhere. And then we're going to grow these plants, and these plants, and these plants, and these plants, and all these plants, and we're going to try to start automating that. And then another thing that I'm going to have to do is I want to start getting some of the plants from the nether and kind of infusing it so that this is kind of like a weird natural nether area. And I might even put in like glowstone coming from the ceiling or something. Oh gosh, the ceiling. The ceiling! It's all brick. Well, we'll worry about the ceiling at a different point in time. Right now, it's going to have to stay the cobblestone. It would be kind of cool, especially in this nether part, if I filled in the ceiling with a netherrack too. That would oh my gosh, that would be so much netherrack that I'd have to harvest. And there's not really an easy way to harvest netherrack, or to like make it anywhere. Like, you have to harvest it. So that would be a bit of a problem. But again, we have a narrow hallway in the back. There's a little opening in the corner. But otherwise, this is pretty narrow. Unlike the other one, which had some divots, this one doesn't really have any divots. I might actually need to move this one out a step or two, because it would be nice if I had some capability for machinery back here, and because it's not uneven like the tree side, I can't even like fit it in anywhere. So we'll think about that later, but for now, this is where we're at. I think it's looking pretty good. This one's a little more plain right now because I don't have the lava pool. It's gonna take a while to get there. So we are working on that. Let's get this lava in. We're still working on making obsidian. That's still a thing. Hey. I somehow got one of these things. There we go. Hard fluid duct. You go back. Wait, no, that's not right. That's going somewhere else. What happened to the other one? Poop. Well, we'll put this here. Get that back filled up. Wow. Put this over to make myself some handy dandy obsidian. Derp. I really should fix this so that I don't have to do that every single time. It's kind of a pain in the ass. Alright, so we have been continuing to work on this. We're starting to extend this past this initial hallway. I don't know how long I wanted to go before I have another opening. Probably around here somewhere. I don't want it to be at the end, although it would be good to have like a ring around the end all the same, because at the end my idea was to have a ring of like the stuff that's going to use a lot of barrels. So stuff like cobblestone and dirt. Stuff that'll use multiple barrels will go around the edges. Or stuff that I just don't need very often. That's also a possibility. I do kind of want a circular ring of some sort back there. But yeah, we got the end caps done for every single hallway here. We've finished up all of the etchings on the ceilings. It's starting to really take shape down here, and I'm really happy. I've really wanted to start moving along with this downstairs area for some time, and it's starting to really take shape, and I'm really enjoying how it's looked. But that's not all. We have more. We have more to show you. I know. I've been a busy little bee. I've been very busy. So we're going to go upstairs for this next part. Actually, do I need to sleep? Yes, we'll need to sleep first. We're going to go upstairs. And do I need to fill you up, actually? Wow, leg and a half. No, it's doing fine. Alright. Upstairs. So, you guys remember, we have... This is the shape of our entryway into the castle from the courtyard. We've done this in previous episodes. Well, I've finally worked, and I think I've completed the entryway for the normal building. Now, I actually really like this. I think it turned out really, really well. What my goal here was to make an entryway that shared the styling of this entryway. Because this is, let's keep in mind, this is made by the same architect, so it has to be same sort of styling. So I kind of kept the same theme, and then made it more simple. So it's not quite as bulgy as this one. This one's a lot more decorative, has a lot more going on, and is also like a full-on, like, temple-like feel in here, really, with the dome. This one's just straight through. So I decided to make... I gave it one layer by adding columns here. And I think the columns also help in giving it a little bit more flavor from the rest of the building. And then another thing I did that I actually really liked was I added this little pillar in between. And initially what I was going to do is I was going to fill this up with stone brick. And you can even see, like, I left cobblestone right there because that wasn't supposed to be showing, and I should probably fix that. But I did this just as kind of a temporary thing before I got more brick and filled it up. And then I was like, you know what? This has added a lot of character to have it go in like this. And then I was like, uh-oh, we now have a section that monsters can spawn on. So I put in torches. And I think the torches look pretty good. Now, you might remember way back early on me talking about how I have a big doors mod, and I do. I'm kind of holding back on that particular mod and building the doors for this until we get all the mods updated, because my mods are really out of date at this point. I haven't updated them in like 5 or 6 months at this point, and they really need to get an update. So I'm trying to not put out too much new stuff from the mods that I haven't used already, just by the off chance that they might not work. So this looks really good. It does make me think about these goddamn these. I hate these. There's like no good way to do it. I'm also in the process of trying to figure out, okay, how does this more simple method work for the diagonals? The diagonals are always going to be more difficult. They're always going to be more difficult. So that's going to be my next big task that I'm not doing today. But it's looking pretty good. And actually, like I put out these trees to basically harvest the wood. I needed more trees for the downstairs and for other parts of the building. I was making more better barrels, and so I made all these trees. And I like it, actually. Like, we have this killing field, and then as you get closer to the water, it starts becoming a little more natural. I kind of like it. I'm going to probably have to thin it out a little bit, because if you think about it, it's a little too thick for enemy opponents to like be able to hide under the trees, especially over there. I might leave trees over in this area, which will give it a little flavor, and I might even put like a tree or two in the middle just to break it up a little bit, but otherwise that's looking good too. The next thing that I've done, and this one's going to be a little less noticeable for you guys, but I have finished putting in all the lighting in all of these hallways. We have talked about that a little bit previously, and I think it's looking really good. All of these, all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hallways should be fully lit now. Another thing that I did was I put a light in here behind that, so that this is now lit, which is awesome. And I also completed lighting there, right up there. I'm now considering this room, whether I want to make this room a dome as well. There's supposed to be a statue in the middle here, and I still haven't figured out which statue I want. I do have the statues mod, so there will be a statue in here at some point. Whether I want to put in a dome or not, I don't know. It would make this room a lot more grand, but at the same time, I feel like I'm doing a lot of domes. And then I also have to start working on this, which is a stairway that'll go up to the second floor from the middle here, which will actually be kind of nice for a lot of reasons. I don't really have any way from the center to go up. I only have a way to go down, which is, it would be nice to go up. And then, I'm running really fast. I should put like ice underneath all this stuff so I can run fast, but I don't really have an ice supply yet. That's something I could do with thermal dynamics, but I haven't yet. So then the next part I have to do, besides figuring out the dome and the stairs in the center area, for up here, and doing all of the arches, doing the arch here is going to be a lot more different. So this is going to take some effort, I think. But everything over here is pretty much done. And, oh yeah, we have to do the river. That's one of the big things here that we got to do. Maybe in the next episode we can do the river. That would be pretty nice, I think, if we figured out how to make the river. And the river has to go all the way down. I mean, we could also call it a creek, because it's not going to be like a raging river or anything. It's just going to be like a creek or something. But it has to go all the way down there, so that's going to be a pretty big thing for me to do, and I'm not really sure if I have the material yet. We'll see. We have also finished up the stairs down here, so we can go all the way down, and I think we can even go back here still underneath the stairs, which is kind of cool. There's like a little secret fort back here. I don't think I'm going to actually do anything with this. It's all lit up, so hopefully nothing ever spawns in there. What else? Is there anything else that we need to show off? I think this is pretty much it. I've been working really hard on all this stuff, and I think it's starting to come together. I was, I got the base layout done, and I was originally thinking, oh, we should start working on the second floor. But then I was like, you know what? I still haven't finished all the arches and all the ceilings, and I really should complete all of that stuff before I really start moving up to the second floor. Because some of the stuff, like the arches between, like here, how I do that is going to continue on up as I continue to build this castle upwards. So it behooved me to figure that out. So, what else do we have? This is all pretty much done. It's looking really good. Oh, I did a couple minor detailings back here, which we can show off. So we started putting in some iron gates here, because this is like the prison area. Haven't done it all, and obviously we got some issues here. I need a brick. Do I have any bricks? I don't have stone brick stairs. Chiseled bricks. Nope, no bricks. But I found out that these on the stairs make really bad, ugly iron bars. So I had to remove some of the iron stair parapets. But yeah, and I ran out of iron bars right there. But I am starting to do that in this section. That's gonna be really some of the only decorations that I thought I'd do. I do have to do all the doorways and stuff too. That'd be kind of nice. Oh shoot, and I have all the lighting to do here. I haven't done that yet. That'd be pretty awesome if I did. Whoops. I have animal problems down here, but you know what? That actually might be super nice. So we have cows and sheep, and it seems like all the sheep that we get are these stupid Barbaras. I can't get like normal sheep anymore. I don't understand. How do you get normal sheep? I don't want the purple sheep. I want a normal sheep. But now that I've closed this off almost completely, getting animals down here is going to be tricky. So having some sheep and whatnot to actually start out with down here and pen up and breed might be super helpful. I think now that this is all turned into grass, this is where they're all spawning. So I'm starting to get more and more creatures, but that's probably going to be good. It's probably going to be good. Yeah. Anything else? Can you guys think of anything else? Oh, I want to talk about these other two quadrants. So I'm looking for ideas. If anybody has ideas on what to do with these other two quadrants. One of the two quadrants has to be my machinery quadrant. And that quadrant has to have like all the machines that are basically automatically producing materials and parts and stuff for me. I'm probably going to put it in this quadrant over here. And I might try to make it look cool so that it's not just machines, but it'll actually have like a cool theming to it. I'm not really sure how to do that yet, but it would be kind of nifty. The other one, I was actually going to do two quadrants here with machines, but then I was thinking, you know what? with all the magic stuff in the mods. Wouldn't it be kind of cool if I had like a magical area? And so over here, I was thinking maybe I could do like a magical area that has like my potion shop. It has my my library with the enchanting table. It has all the magic stuff that I need for. The name of the magic mod is blanking. It's not Ars Magica. I don't have that installed. I do want it. I like Ars Magica better. But whatever the hell the other one is. Thaumaturgy. Thanks, guys. Thaumaturgy is the one. I could put all the stuff over here and have, like, I don't know, have whatever I need to have for the Thaumaturgy. I haven't really gone into that too hardcore yet. And I could put in, like, the magical trees, like the great woods and whatnot in here, and also, like, have a section full of, like, the giant mushrooms or something. That would be kind of nifty. And maybe, is there, like, purple grass somewhere that I could get? I don't know. But that's a thought that I had. That would be kind of nifty if I could make it all, like, super, like, magical and mystical and stuff. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. Do you have any other ideas of what I could do for the theming down here? And it could even be in the natural part or in the nether part that I'm working on right now. Tell me in the comments below what you think for theming down here. And what do you like? Do you like what I've been doing? Tell me. I want to know. I want to know how I can improve upon this. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you had a good time. I will see you again next time. Bye-bye.